Hey guys, it is Saturday, October 1st, 2022, and I am going to take a walk today. Let's go see what trees we can find in Coos Bay. Now here is a lovely tree just down the street from me. This is a fir, and as soon as I get a look at the cones, I'll know whether it's a Douglas fir or not. It is absolutely huge. You can see by the trunks where it's been chopped time after time, forcing extra growth of extra trunks. Normally Douglas firs have a single trunk rising straight into the sky. So let's see. Aha. Alrighty. Maybe I may be able to get that one. There we go. And yes, it is a Douglas fir. Look at these little tips right here. Tell me it is a Douglas fir. And of course, you know it's either a fir or a spruce when the leaves individually attach to the stem. If you've got a bunch of leaves coming out from one spot, it's a pine. And this is showing really nice new growth. Even this late in the season, lovely little spots of new growth. This tree is really healthy. So I shall put this in my little bag and see if I can get any seeds off it. If I can get any seeds off it, it might become a bonsai. Here's a lovely little bush just down the street from me. You'll notice that the flowers actually have that star shape like jasmine, and they actually do smell like jasmine. But according to Lynn's, this is a Clerodendron trichotomum, a harlequin glory bower. This is a pretty interesting tree because I can smell it from here. I am across the street and I can smell it. It smells like pine, but I really have no idea. I'm not sure if I can actually get a good picture of the leaves because the hedge is in the way, but boy, do I love those trunks. Look at how twisty they get. This is a pretty common bedding plant you'll see around my area. This is Centaurea cineraria, also known as dusty miller or silver dust or silver ragwort. See the little yellow flowers there turn into these little brown flowers and produce seeds inside the little bulb down below. You can see this very blue-green foliage is attached to some really spectacular winding branches. This is actually a regular old juniper, but these branches are unbelievable. It's like they're spidered almost. And somebody obviously trimmed them either this year or last, just took the top off them. But this is why it is a favorite of people to turn into bonsais, is because of these beautiful branches, and then there's this flaky bark. Just gorgeous. Oh, too much sunlight. Too much sunlight. Hard to get, GoPro likes the sunlight, but it doesn't like too much sunlight. Of course, we do have a lot of blackberries in here, but that's okay. It does get really tall, doesn't it? Believe it or not, these beautiful, graceful trees with their smooth bark with the circles on them, bright red berries, beautiful, delicate leaves, narrow, delicate leaves, and I mean, just bunches and bunches of berries. This is part of the rose family. This is a mountain ash. Okay, I know there's another name for it. It's also known as a rowan tree. I finally found my first pine on this walk. It's so tiny and beautiful. How do I know it's a pine? I'm not sure if you can see it, but there are little bunches of 2 needles each coming out from the branch. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous little, well, it's not quite a tree yet. It is a shrub. What kind of pine? I don't know. I am not that good yet. This is actually 2 different type of trees planted close together. What I want is the one on the right with the drooping branches. Although, yes, I see some cones over here and I will check them out if I can find somewhere close enough. But I really want to see what type of tree has those drooping branches. So, let's take a look. Yeah, there's another tree behind it. Ah, I love those drooping branches. They're beautiful. See if we can get up here and see what it is. There we go. Oh, and I do see some seeds on it. It's beautiful. Here is, what is that, the tiniest little pine cone I've ever seen? I should probably grab the green ones. This one probably doesn't have any seeds in it. I'm gonna get out lens and see if I can identify it. So, according to Lens and Google, this is a cypress. Okay, or it could be a western red cedar, which I think could be another type of cypress, maybe. I love the bark. Love that the deeply cracked bark. I did get quite a few of these green seeds and a number of the brown seeds off it, even though the brown seeds have probably already shed everything. But the drooping nature of it is fabulous. And that, yes, is a fir. Right next to it, it's a Douglas fir. We have lots of Douglas firs around here. The Douglas fir in the Pacific Northwest is one of the most common firs we have. Love this tree. Now, why am I pointed at the ground and not at a tree? Well, you can't get up to the tree. Look at the ground. Because trees, you know, they shed, and frequently we can find out the type of plant simply by looking at their shed. So, this one is definitely a pine. It has 2 needles connected to a central point, which would have connected to the branch. Let's go see if we can find the tree this belongs to. Well, it's definitely not this one. This one is dead, and it is not a pine. It is not a pine. Looks like another cypress. There's what we were looking for. Right there. That branching nature and the tufted needles, and it looks like it's getting ready to explode with some new growth on the tips. I do see some cones, but sadly the cones I don't think are within my reach. We'll see if I can grab it with my grabber, but I don't think so. And when I'm on my walks, I don't enter private property, even though this is the high school property, but I am not going to traverse that hill without permission. Well, what do you know? I didn't actually have to get anything off the tree. What I had to do was look down. I don't know if any of these will actually have any little seeds in them, but I'll take them home and give them a shake and see what I might be able to get out of them. So here in front of Bi-Mart, and I'm busy picking up acorns from what I believe are white oak trees. Nice regulated bark here, little patches of moss. There is some evidence that these trees have had some disease. You can see the brown spot, and of course dehydration, kind of droughtish conditions here. Nice leaves though, and I'm gonna pick up plenty of acorns to see if I can grow a few bonsai.